Yo, what is happening? My name is Abden and welcome back to a brand new video. And today Defaultio has just released a bunch of brand new items for the Thanksgiving event. So today I will be showing you all of them, where you can buy them, and the best way to use them to make a ton of money. So starting off, we have the purple bone turkey, which is at the back of What Are Us. And this is the same as all of the turkeys that we've had for previous years. It's just a regular turkey like we get every year, but with a different bone color as always. So if you check this, you can see that it is a purple bone turkey. It will cost you 304 lumber bucks, and the description is purple you thankful for this handsome turkey, which doesn't make much sense, but the lore is basically that we had an orange bone turkey last year with the exact same description other than the purple. It was swapped out for orange, so basically it said orange you thankful for this handsome turkey, which basically sounds like aren't you? And then Defaultio just swapped it out for purple. For some reason, it doesn't make much sense when it's purple. But yeah, anyways, you can go ahead and buy that for 304 lumber bucks. And if you aren't aware, there's actually a super efficient way that you can buy these. So basically, you take a small vehicle, just the regular utility vehicle that you get from What Are Us. Since this is smaller, you can actually drive it right into What Are Us. It's a little bit hard to thread the needle, but you can. And then you just drive it back and forth, basically putting the turkeys in the bed of the truck like so, then driving it over to the counter, and then putting all the turkeys onto the counter, which you can then buy all at once. Now, in some cases, these items become uninteractable, so it just depends on whether or not you are able to do it, but if you are, then you can actually speed up your stock up much faster. And by the way, guys, if you're wondering why I am stocking up on these, it's actually because you can sell them to other players for much more than they're selling for on shelves, which is a pretty good way to make money, especially considering these are only 304. Usually these resell for around 20 to 30,000, so it is a massive return on your investment. It just takes a little time to buy all of them, but it's definitely worth it because you can make a bunch of profit. But once again, you have to wait until Thanksgiving is over, otherwise there's not really a reason for people to buy it off of you because they can just buy it from What Are Us. But once they go off sale, people will want to buy them for various reasons, just trading and stuff like that, and you can make quite a bit of money doing that. And I'm just putting these turkeys out here so that I can put them into my truck. But yeah, you basically just get your truck out of What Are Us, and then you fill it with all of the items that you put out there. It is better to have a separate truck that you can just load already here, but I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to go grab another truck. But yeah, that is the most efficient way to stock up on these new turkeys. But yeah, you're definitely going to want to stock up on the turkeys because those are going to go up in price, and they're probably going to go up in price the most just because they're so cheap. But anyways, it's time to go check out the other items. And now the other items are actually located in the safari, and to get there you're just going to want to lower the bridge right here, which is going to cost you 100 lumber bucks unless you have the game pass. Then you're just going to want to wait for the bridge to lower, and then once it's lowered you're just going to want to go all the way over to Fancy Furnishings right over here, because that is where you will find the next item. So pull up to Fancy Furnishings. I believe you can actually drive in here with just about any truck. I don't know about the long truck, but you can with the two utility vehicles. And right here you can see that there is the cherry pies. Now, Fancy Furnishings can close at night, so you may have to wait for it to open. But yeah, you guys can see that there are a bunch of cherry pies right here, which looks super good. And there's also one in the oven right here. So yeah, you can go ahead and put these into your truck, or you can just walk them back and forth, but that is much slower. Then you can just take them over to the counter and, as always, buy them. These ones are super expensive. They are 3,141 lumber bucks. That's actually a reference to pi because that is 3.141. That's the first few digits of pi. But yeah, guys, make sure you also stock up on these. They're a little bit more expensive, but they're still definitely going to go way up in price, and I would imagine that the demand is going to be a little bit higher higher for these. So yeah, you're definitely going to want to get stocked up on these as well. They are much more expensive, so if you don't have a bunch of spending money, then it might be good to just mainly focus on the turkeys. But yeah, I'm gonna get a bunch of these. There's not really an item in this update that you're not going to want to stock up on because they're all fairly cheap. These ones are a little bit more expensive, but they're really not bad. But anyways, now that Fancy Furnishings is about to close, we can go over to Bob's Shack because that doesn't close. You're just going to want to go over here until you see a shack right over here. And right in here, you guys can see that there are paper bags. These are actually bags of Croissant, and they're going to cost you 2,200 lumber bucks. So a little bit on the pricey side, but they're really not that bad. And the description is Bon Appetit, which of course means have a good meal in French. I'm just gonna get a bunch. I would actually recommend getting multiple truckloads of these just because they're super easy to stock up on since the counter is literally right next to all of the shelves. But anyways, once you open these, you can actually see this awesome paper bag, and once you open it, you can see that there are croissants in there. So these are looking super good. These are going to be really nice for decoration, I would imagine, and you can actually eat them. They act pretty much the exact same as the bread bags that we got in 2022. So yeah, now can anyone guess who made this item? Yeah, it was actually me. I made this item. So yeah, guys, the cherry pie and the croissants are actually made by me. I made both of these models and submitted them to Defaultio. When I saw that the update was just going to be the turkeys, I was like, I need to submit some things because this update is going to be pretty lame without at least some items. I hope we'll potentially get more, but this is all we have for now. But that's not all for this video because there is actually something that you can do with these items, because you can actually cook these items in the volcano. So just head up here, basically just along the road from what are us, and just follow the path until you get up to the volcano. And once you get up to the volcano, you can just drive in here, and then you're gonna want to wait for yourself to take damage about right here. I think you're going to want to be right at the edge of where you start taking damage. So I'm just going to keep going forward until I see my health bar start going down. Okay, right there, I think. Now I'm just gonna back up just a little bit, and then I'm going to put the items where I start taking damage. These will only cook if you put them where you start taking damage, and the cherry pie doesn't actually cook, so that's unfortunate. I think it might later on because all of the pies that we've had in previous years do cook in the volcano, so I think that'll be fixed at some point. But yeah, just make sure that you don't die in the volcano. I'm going to get out of the health zone, and then after a while they will actually catch fire and they will start getting darker and darker, and you can actually go all the way until they turn completely black. And here's the progression of the cooking. You guys can see that we have some pretty light ones. These ones were taken out basically a few minutes after I put them in the volcano, and this was about 20-ish minutes, so they're basically black at that point. Of course, you guys can see that the pies are basically the exact same because of course they don't cook, but these ones, the turkeys and the croissants, do. And yeah, you guys can see this one's a bit charred. I don't know if I would eat it. Actually, I totally can, and I will. Nom nom nom. But yeah, guys, I just took a new one of each of these items out of the volcano about every 4 minutes, and yeah, you guys can see the progression. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be pretty much it for these brand new items. As always, make sure that you're getting truckloads of these items saved on your base so that when they go off sale, you'll have some still, because they will go off sale probably in about a week. And make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel because this might not actually be all for the items this year. For Thanksgiving, there could be more, and you're not going to want to miss out on that. And I'll make a video as soon as those come out if they do. And of course, we're also expecting Christmas items soon, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss those. And yeah, as a reminder, we got the purple bone turkey, we got the cherry pie, and we got the croissant, which I can't check because if I do, I'll just end up eating it like that. But yeah, guys, that is 3 new items, but it's more like 4 unboxed items because we got the turkey, we got the cherry pie, and then the paper bag is kind of its own item, which is also going to be pretty handy for decoration, I'm sure. And then, of course, we have the croissant, which is inside of the bags. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy these items, these 2 items. I didn't make the turkey, but I did make the cherry pie. I put a lot of time into these models. So yeah, hopefully these will be super handy for decoration and things like that, and just trading in general. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it for this video. I'm gonna be stocking up for the cyber series, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video once it's out. See ya!